bad news for Sugar Shack. We'll be out here to. They're also mowing down their area now. I overheard snatches of conversation, only snatches, so I don't really what all was being discussed, but it was talking about fire department and fire hazards, yada yada yada. There was a rezoning meeting. Parakeet, why do you always pester me whenever I'm out here? Yes, I see that you were there. You're small. You're cute. I'm trying to do something. No, ma'am. I'm busy. That goes for you too, Tom Tom. There was a rezoning meeting, and I have been trying to work because I've got to make a living just the same as anybody else. So I haven't really had time to sit and go through the video that we took to upload highlights and everything to put it up. But it was about rezoning this area from rural to residential. And honestly, the biggest takeaway that I will share with you right at this moment was at the beginning of the issue in the committee's agenda. A lot of people had emailed and made phone calls about this, and they just basically, in a nutshell, filed away the phone calls and the emails, did not discuss them, did not say what people had expressed they wanted or felt about the matter. I'm pretty sure they didn't want it rezoned. And that was the end of that. As far as people's phone calls and emails, there's a reason why some of the committee meetings where people are trying to force changes on people are overflowing with people, because people have realized that you can't complain and sit around and just do an email and somehow that makes a difference. You're going to get blown off. You have to actually show up. And I have on my YouTube currently a video that I'll be watching where it was so numerous that the people actually took their right up, that they have the right, and they kicked out the commissioners and took over. And yeah, I don't know if what they wanted happened, but they had that right apparently, according to some of the comments. I've got to look into it more. And I feel like we would have had a fighting chance to keep it from getting rezoned into ways we didn't want if people had actually been willing to show up. Now, some people, you got to work, I get it, or you might have been sick, I get it, or have trouble moving, I get it. But then there's everybody else that decided an email and a phone call was enough. It's never enough, because that puts you not face to face. Okay, you have to be face to face. You have to be willing to confront. And I'm not a confrontational person normally, but I was there, and I even swallowed my fear and shyness and went up there and spoke. And the fact that of all the people that were there, I'm the one that has been here the longest. So that when I said how long I'd been here and how I had seen several rezonings, I saw people sit up and pay attention over the commissioners sit up and pay attention. And I wish I knew why, because if it was an angle I could have used, maybe it's not too late, who knows. But these people with their loud noises and everything, I'm in there trying to work. I do voiceover work. I cannot work now. My pay is being cut. And this isn't the first time they've made noises. No, in this case, these people are working. But there's been times that they have done their electric guitar next door or whatever, but they want to complain when I'm calling my cat to get my cat inside so it doesn't go on their porch. Hypocrisy is abound. It goes everywhere I go, I guess. My house up north, the house down here. Anyway, but moving on to the actual agenda of what's happening today. I did a video where we had worked on the back part at the edge of the preserve area, and I haven't been able to upload it. That's why I'm live this time and just talking, because making videos when you're also trying to work and you've got your hands overloaded and overwhelmed. Yeah. So I'll walk back there so that you can see. I wish this app would let me just I wonder if I can. Oh, look at that. I was able to switch views. I forgot that I could do that. So, no bananas still. And been working on that. Trying to keep it from dying. I don't think I'm succeeding. And we were supposed to be doing some cleanup this weekend. If I could just be allowed to finish my commission, I would have time. I'm actually thinking of expanding the preserve line up a little. But what we did is dead elephant ears had started to take over back here some more. So we went back here, we pulled, and I'll put up the video eventually. And then I mowed. And this is just a placeholding until I can get something a little bit better looking, because I'm going to have a path that goes all the way. And I'll run a path along there too, so you can walk along the blackberries. So yes, it's a preserve, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to take care of it. Oh, they're tearing it up bad back there. Man, you know, I used to go fishing back there. I was huge fish in my net once. I used to only catch mosquito fish, but one time I caught this huge fish, and it was splattering around, and it must have been a foot long. And I was so excited. I thought it was a giant catfish, because you could get baby catfish out there once in a while. And nobody believed me. Nobody believed me about that fish. I think it was the first time I was not believed about something, because it's like it carried on. But hey, guys, by all means, do your noise as loud as you can. I've only got bill to pay. So another thing happened. This came in. Now this is not this yard's first sign like that, but you know, I needed a new one because apparently the old ones had been destroyed. So it needed to be re-registered under my name anyway. So there it is. This will go up front, and I'll scan it so that we can make more to go around here. Because I had asked, I had asked the National Wildlife Federation, who you get this through, about finding the original registration, and I provided the original address, and they didn't really, I don't know if they didn't look under that address or such things as a database, because it has been a very long time, and digital records were not a thing back then. But they found a 2004 renewal, and they said that they could send me that certificate, and I said great. And I asked them how much would it cost for me to get more signs, that I need more than just this one sign. And it's been a few days now, I still haven't gotten a response. Because I'm wanting like a few back there. I'm wanting them all around. Yeah. So there's that. I mean, I guess as long as I'm here, I could forget about ever working voice work again, huh? Because if it's not that crap, it's people in the house slamming dishes, and I don't have a proper booth here like I did at the house up north. We are actively seeking someone who will clean up this area at a reasonable price. This is the first area I want cleaned up. I want it straight, and I might expand and have so that the preserve does like a kind of arcs around us a little bit. So yeah. That's next, but this is costs. This has got to go, and with the year being up, yeah. Also, another bad thing that happened. Now, this is a tactic, before I present this, that I have seen many times here, and I've heard of when I was a collection agent and everything. So I know this tactic, and part of it's, it's just the way the system works, but some of it's like, right. And this has to do with the property's taxes. The house and the deed situation has been settled since the beginning of the year, and we have inquired about the proper tax bill numerous times through the year, and was always told, it'll come. And so then a bill for my mom and dad, even though in the system kept showing that my mom and dad were deceased, came, and we paid it. But I don't know. I could go on about Nassau County and the horrible things, and how I used to I actually pregnant with my first child, really showing I was like 6 to 8 months pregnant. I had to go with my dad to a commissioner meeting to defend the property over my dog, because in a rural area, you know, things are different, and some out of the area neighbor came in and complained about our dog because it wasn't getting treated like it was a residential area, and we had to go in and fight that. The reason why people don't like outsiders. But yeah, so I've seen things, and I've been hearing stories about the corruption of this county since upon returning, and that swings me back to the meeting that more people needed to show. Why is it that people only want to call me when I'm streaming? But point is, though, between all the other costs that I've got in my hands regarding this mess and this bag I've been left holding, the new tax bill. Yes, I have until then to cough up that much money while I'm not being able to work. Because noise. Because I never really made that much money to start with, because I don't. This literally just arrived today. They gave us a 21-27 discount. Trying to find. That's where we paid mom and dad's taxes. Yes, that's the difference. And I realize now that they were waiting until the place got rezoned. Now that it's rezoned, the taxes are higher because it's not rural anymore. It's residential. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I can't even. I don't know where we're going to. I mean, we just restructured some of our debt and did a payoff to start getting out of debt and start like making it where we had less finances. And well, we're going to have to go into debt again to pay this. I really don't know what to do. Swear to God, Nassau County. I wish I had Bill Gates' money or Trump's money. Well, oh no, Trump ain't got no money left. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had that kind of money. Then nobody would dare pull this kind of shenanigans on us. But yeah, nice, lovely mess that I want cleaned up. So if I can find someone, I've reached out looking for like volunteers, church help, something. Yeah. People who want to sell the scrap, because people want us to pay them to take away this, and then they're going to sell the scrap. And it's like, that's a little bit of a bummer. Let's go. And after that goes, then that shed will be next. But at least this shed's not as bad as that one in this area. This area is a mess. Some of it's my little brother's mess. And I want this cleaned up so bad. So it's obviously been here for years. I want it cleaned up. Anyway. But yeah, the plan I'm thinking, is the line would go here, up to here, then cut up so that there's more preserve area. And that's because of the palmettos, because there's a silver palmetto over there. But a path still has to be maintained because our medicine circle is back this way, and so the preserve needs to stay preserved, but unfortunately there's a couple of areas that I need to maintain. Wish we could also get the area privacy fenced in. That would help a little. What am I going to do? So yeah, good times. Yep. I just find it really interesting that literally they kept not giving us the new bill, and now the place is rezoned, and all of a sudden the new bill generates. They were waiting. They had their plans and they were waiting. I mean, that's what it looks like. But that's the Sugar Shack news for now. I mean, there's stuff that there's the work showing us work. I mean, I guess I'll upload it. Why not? It's fun. And we'll go from there. Okay. Dad's damn elephant ears.